Hey, what's going on, guys? And for Halloween, we are photoshopping one of the most scary, intimidating things of all time, a pretty girl. Ooh, it's bone chilling. It's bone chilling. I know. Don't worry, you don't have to talk to her. Um, so, this is where we left off last time. More or less, I did do a few tweaks, a few more adjustments on the legs, and if you remember, they were way off. The color in the legs are way off, and I added adjustment layer after adjustment layer after adjustment layer, adjustment layer, and some more colors to finally get them to the point where I'm happy. So they're looking pretty good right now, and I'm just gonna put all those legs in a group just because there's so many adjustments. It'll just make my file more streamlined. And I'll do that to the rest too, actually. So I'll make this upper body. So, okay, next, gonna add some of the shadows on her stomach from her hands. And actually, I'm gonna do one more thing before that. Her arms are a little too gray right here. She should be getting some reflected light from her body onto her hands here, so it wouldn't be this gray. So I'm just gonna paint in a little of this little orange color, kind of fleshy orange color. And try soft light. There we go. That was good. Yeah. Got rid of that gray color. It was looking a little ugly. And gonna turn the saturation down that a little bit. And maybe turn the opacity down a little bit. That was better. That was a lot better. Now I'm gonna add my shadows. And I'm just gonna bring that back a little bit. That was a little too strong. So I'm just gonna erase some of that out. Okay, so next we're gonna add in her clothes. If you can even consider what she wears clothes, I guess it's just more of a suit. I don't think it can be classified as clothes, but whatever. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add in her bottoms. I'm gonna replace her shorts with some different bottoms. And I'm gonna use this picture here. Baywatch. It's funny, right? It's not funny. And I'm just gonna roughly cut the top out here. There we go. And I'm gonna paste that in. I'm gonna flip it. Turn the opacity down a little bit. We're gonna go to warp. And we're just gonna roughly warp it to where we need it. It doesn't match exactly to the legs we have here, but it's close enough. We'll make it work. And we're gonna go into liquify just to get that to match up even better. Find our legs layer. There we go. That is too close to her crotch. Just gonna try to get this to line up with her other legs. All right. That looks pretty good. So we're gonna put a mask on that. And I'm gonna slowly, I'm just gonna blend that a little bit. Now I'm just gonna try to match up this skin from the picture we just pasted in to her leg skin. And gonna start just by doing a little burning, just subtle. There too. Zoom out. It's good to zoom out every now and then so you can kind of see the big picture. I think that works. Needs a little more, needs a little more tweaking yet. A little more adjusting. Find our bottoms. Again, we zoomed in on her crotch. I'm not doing that on purpose, I swear. I swear. And I'm gonna match up the bottom of her shorts to the bottom of the red bottom we just put in. So now we can go in and mask this off even more. Ooh. Ah. Sorry, my contacts are killing me. They're killing me. This might have to be a short video. Because my contacts are... Ugh. They're not feeling good. They are not feeling good at all. This is a little too gray here, so I'm just going to take some of this pink and just lightly go over it with soft light, sorry. That's better. Yeah, see? It was too gray here. That's a lot better. All right, that'll work for now. So we got our bottoms, and let's finally put the rest of her costume on. She's been without a top for too long. Or not long enough, depending on your point of view. We're gonna use this for her top. Select that, copy it. And paste it in. That's pretty good, but we want to make sure our costume is behind her hands and the pumpkins. So we're gonna put that in a group, just call it top, and we're gonna add a mask. Now I could just mask this off with the brush tool, but I prefer to make a path. And we're just going to fill in that mask. Got a little bit here I gotta color in. There we go. And obviously the color doesn't match, so let's work on that next. Pump up the yellows a bit. So our top is masked off behind her hands and the pumpkins, but we need to add some shadows because right now it's way too bright. It doesn't match the shadows in the stomach. So we need to paint in some shadows on the her suit top. There. That matches a lot better. Alright, now we need to paint in some shadows underneath the costume. So I want to smooth out and kind of unify the two parts of the costume I just put together. These two straps going this way and the bottoms. So I'm just going to make a second layer and I'm going to take a sample of the red. I'm just roughly, on normal, just going to roughly paint in some color. I also want to smooth out some of these wrinkles. The bottoms are a little too wrinkly for me. I want to get rid of some of those wrinkles. So I'm just going to paint in some red. So you see, I just painted over both layers with the paintbrush. And I'm going to add a little bit of noise to that so it's just not so smooth. About 6. That's good. Just blur it out a little bit, blur more. And I'm just going to turn it down so we see a little bit going through. There we go, yeah. So it helped unify those two parts of the costumes and it helped tone down some of those wrinkles. So I'm just going to do one last thing for now and then that'll be it for this video. And I'm just going to add in her collar. And paste that in. Now you might notice that the hair here is kind of awkwardly underneath the suit where it probably should be on top of the suit, but we're going to fix that later. We will get to that. Like that. Oh, stop beeping at me. Stop it. And the other one. A little burning. This one too. And we're gonna put a color overlay on that because I don't want it to look too gray. Right now it's just looking very gray. I don't want that. Like a soft light, that works. Just copy that layer style. Put it over there. Both. And we're just gonna mask these off so they don't overlap the face. Gonna burn this a little bit more to get more shadows on it. This one as well. And we got some hair peeking out here, but we'll get rid of that later. Actually, you know what? I'll get rid of it now. That'll be the last thing I do. I'll get rid of that hair. And I'm just going to paint it out. I could use a clone stamp maybe, or the healing brush. But just going to paint it out. Why not? And all right, we finished up most of the costume. We still have a couple more costume details to work out before we can move on to something else. But I gotta go. My contacts are like really foggy, and like I'm starting to see blurry, and that's not good for what I'm trying to do. So thanks for watching, and next time we'll finish the costume and maybe get on to her pumpkin down here. We'll see. So take care.